Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good day today. This is your tarot reading for Wednesday, January 9th, 2019. Still trying to catch up on those dates, and I am finally here during the day again. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to ask for your overall energy. Then we're going to clarify that with a little bit of your aspirational energy, and then I'm going to ask for your challenge on the physical level, how you overcome that, and your challenge on the mental, emotional, spiritual level, how you overcome that. And then I'm going to ask for your energy at the end of the day, okay? That's just for anyone who is new to the channel. So let's get started. What is your energy overall, your overall guiding energy for today, for Wednesday, January 9th, 2019? What is your overall guiding energy for this Wednesday? For whoever this reading is meant for. And please remember that these are general readings, so if you do want something that's a little more personal for you, then you will have to check out the links below and request a private personal reading, okay? So what is your guiding energy for today, Wednesday, January 9th, 2019? Collaborative dreaming, okay? Can you see that? So collaborative dreaming is your card today, and the message of this card, I think, has to do with your dreams. If you feel like you're connecting with someone else in your dreams, all right, let me make this, first of all, two sides. Your dreams as you sleep and your dreams of hope, your dreams for your life. Those are two separate types of dreams. I do think this has to do with both, depending on who you are. With the dreams as you sleep, if you're seeing someone in your dream, someone that you know in your waking life, then it's possible that they need you. It's possible that it's time to talk to them or reach out to them, even if it's someone you haven't spoken to in a long time. Check in on those people. You might find that they have had dreams about you recently, that you've been popping up in their mind or in their memory for whatever reason, and this is a message that it's time for you to connect with each other and work on something together. It's time for you to work through any problems that you may have had in the past. Not necessarily immediately forgive, we'll see with later cards, but maybe just talk about whatever experiences you had together, whatever things that pulled you apart, if you were pulled apart. And if it's someone that you still talk to every day, just let them know that they're in your thoughts. Ask them how they're doing. Check in on them to see if they're okay. Because chances are, if you're dreaming about them, you may be worrying about them, or they may be going through something and worrying about that issue, or they may be worrying about you. So whatever it is, if you dream of someone that you know in your waking life, whether you talk to them every day or not, reach out to them. On the other side of that, with the dreaming of your future, these hopes and these goals, this card is telling you, connect with someone else who is in alignment with those goals, someone else who has similar goals to you, or who has similar hopes and dreams to yours. That's someone you can talk to. So say, like in my instance, I am a writer. I want to reach out to other writers. I want to work with other writers. I want to ask other people in my field how they succeeded or how they're planning to succeed, and maybe collaborate with them, maybe work together with them on new projects and new ideas, so that we can both achieve those goals together. Okay, so this is telling you, whatever you're dreaming of, whatever you're hoping for, whatever goals you're trying to achieve in your life right now, you're not doing it alone. And if you reach out, you're going to find that people are going to respond. There's someone who is in alignment with your goals and who wants to help you achieve your goals, and you can help them achieve theirs in a similar vein, okay? So really look out for anybody who comes into your life today, anybody you reach out to, anybody you talk to who's like, if you're like, oh yeah, I'm trying this new thing, and they're like, really? I've been doing that too. That's serendipitous, get together and work on it together so that you're not doing it alone, okay? Collaborate with people. Let's get a little bit more insight. And this can help us understand a little bit more about what the collaborative dreaming card. Did you guys see that lighting change just now? That was really weird. This can help you understand a little bit more about what the collaborative dreaming change card is, and it can also help you understand what your aspirational energy is. So this is the energy that you can hope for and try to achieve should you be able to overcome all of your challenges for the day. So what is your aspirational energy for today, for Wednesday, January 9th, 2019? What is your aspirational guiding energy that can help us understand this collaborative dreaming card and help you understand what you need to be working towards once you overcome your challenges? You have the Hanging Man. Interesting, because the Hanging Man was one of your energies yesterday. I did a 3-card reading. If you didn't see that, you can still go check that out. It's on the channel right now. I did a 3-card reading in the evening, and the last card you got was the Hanging Man. So it's interesting that this is your aspirational energy now, okay? The Hanging Man is someone who's kind of suspended, unsure of his standing, unsure of where he's going. But I do think, I always relate this to the Fool, because he kind of is dressed like the Fool. It kind of looks like the Fool, has a similar stance, even though he's upside down. And that signifies to me a fear of taking a leap of faith, a fear of like just doing something just for the sake of doing it. But I think being in your aspirational energy, I think your message is, letting go of all of the things that you've built up around yourself to keep you from moving forward. All of these safety measures you've created, they are very fragile. They are very much, tenuous, and there's something that you're just like, they're in your head. Okay, so it's like at this position where you're like, I want to be safe, so I created this safety blanket, but the blanket itself isn't really going to keep you safe. It's not really going to protect you. It's just a comfort thing that you're doing for yourself. And that's not entirely wrong, but I think with the Hanged Man here, I think the message is that you need to prepare yourself to let go of these safety measures. You need to prepare yourself to let go of whatever this fear is that's keeping you from stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay, it's time for you to move out of this comfort zone. It's time for you to say, all right, not everything is going to make the most sense to me, but it's time that I do this thing. It's time that I make these changes. It's time that I take that leap, just jump into the frying pan. Despite how hot it might seem, you might find out that you're Paul Bunyan skating on butter. Okay, you're in a safer position than you think you are. And I think with this in your aspirational position, it is telling you to start to be aware of that and to prepare yourself to let go of these safety measures that you've built up, to let go of this this bubble that you found yourself in, because you are you're safe. You're in a position where you are safer than you think, and you're going to start to realize that once you're able to overcome whatever your challenges are today. So let's see what your challenge is on the physical level. This could be concerning your job, concerning your finances, your body, your home life, your car, like anything that is challenging you on the physical level today. So what is your physical challenge for Wednesday, January 9th, 2019? What is your physical guiding challenge for this Wednesday, January 9th, 2019? So you have the King of Swords. So you might be, you have things that you have to do today. You have obligations that you have to face. But you're at this position because this is in your challenge position where you're not feeling equipped to deal with these things, or even you just don't want to. You're just you'd rather think of other things that you can do. You'd rather start new projects. You'd rather go after different goals than what you've been working on. And I think a big reason for that is that, so the King of Swords is someone who knows what he wants to do. He's very direct in his wisdom, in his understanding, in his actions even. He knows what he wants to do, but because this is in your challenge position, you have gotten to this point where you've done a lot and you were on this path where you're like, I know what I want to do, I know how to do it, I'm going to get there. And then you get towards the end, and I think this is something that happens to you frequently. You get towards the end of a project, and that's when you start thinking, I want to do something else. I want to do different things. You're afraid to finish. You're not ready to finish whatever you're working on. You're not there yet. Yeah, you just aren't ready to finish whatever project you're working on for whatever reason. It could be because, finishing means you have to move on, and it's something that you've been enjoying doing so much that you'd like to stick in it. It also means that there are expectations that the next thing you do, you have to finish. And whatever that is, you're just really overanalyzing it. You're really in your head about it. You're really just thinking about it so much that you're frozen on this project. And so you're like, I'm going to do this other thing right now. I'm going to try this other thing. You're getting yourself distracted, trying other things, and you're not very direct in your behavior today, in your energy today. You're not very focused on what needs to be done. You're thinking about all these other things that you could be doing. So there's a lack of focus here, okay? So let's see what we can do to overcome this challenge. I'm not thinking that this is this huge life-changing thing that you're not focusing on. It's just a project or something that you've been working on, and you're just at this point where you're like, I don't know if I can finish this, or I don't know if I want to finish this, and you're procrastinating, and you're distracting yourself, and you're doing everything but focusing on that project, on that task that you need to be focusing on, okay? So let's see what you can do to overcome this challenge. And I totally understand it because I used to do this all the time. I never used to finish anything. And then one day it just clicked, if you don't finish anything, you're not going to have anything. You're not going to have anything done. You're going to have an incomplete life. And for me, that is not okay. That's not acceptable. I don't want to live an incomplete life. But right now you're kind of in that space where you're just not wanting to finish something that you've been working on for a while. So let's see what you can do to overcome this challenge. How can you overcome this lack of focus, this lack of wanting to complete a project that you've been working on for whatever reasons? How can you overcome your physical challenge for Wednesday, January 9th, 2019? So you have the World. And I think in this position, it's kind of telling you, it's time for you to get things in order. You know where you can go. You know what you can do. So get your things in order. You have the Tower. And then, understand that things are going to fall apart once you go through this change. All right. So what is this message we have here? If you don't focus on finishing these tasks, on organizing these things and getting yourself in order, you're going to face disaster. You're going to face trouble. I think these come with a message that even though you're not necessarily guaranteed success with this project, if you don't continue on it, if you don't, let yourself say, I can do this, I have the power, I have the tools, I am strong, I am guided by my will, then you're going to face some failure. And, even if you do complete this project, there's a chance of failure, and you have to accept that. I think your fear is this is what you're afraid of. However, if you don't face this fear, if you don't face this challenge, you're going to definitely find this, okay? If you don't face it and deal with it, and you don't say, you know what, I'm going to keep going, I'm going to keep putting in the energy, putting in the effort for this situation, I'm going to keep trying to make this happen, whatever this dream is that you've been having, whatever this goal is you're going after, you need to realize that it's in your control. Like, the success of it isn't entirely in your control here. And you have to face the idea of failure. You have to face this fear of failure in order to move forward, in order to make this change for yourself. Because, yeah, I feel like your fear of this tower, your fear of things falling apart, of, all this work I did went to crap, that's your fear. If you let that keep you from moving forward, you're going to absolutely fail. Like, failure is guaranteed if you don't try. All right, it's not, you can't avoid failure at this point. You've gotten so far into this project that it's either fail or success. It's either win or lose. And if you don't continue on, it's definitely lose. But if you do continue on and you like come to accept that this is in your control, that you have this power, you have the ability to achieve this, the world is in your hands. As the cliche says, you have the world in your hands. You have the power, you have the ability, you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge and understanding to complete this task. The only thing that's holding you back is this fear of failure. And you have to face that fear and accept that fear and move on with your head high and say, I can do this. And even if I can't, even if I fail, then I will try again next time. But whatever you do, you have to keep trying. You're so worried though. You're so scared, and you're so, even if you're not necessarily acknowledging that fear, that's kind of what's holding you back. That's why you're not able to keep moving forward. And I totally understand that. It took years for me to finish a book because of that same fear of failure, that same fear of rejection, that fear that, if I put this out into the world and someone reads it and hates it, will I die? Like, what am I going to do? How am I going to respond to that? But you know what? You're never going to know how you're going to respond to failure until you let yourself fail. And that's okay. You have to face it. You have to face it. And then you can move forward. You can say, I got this. I got the wind in my hair. I am powerful. I am free. I am strong. I am more than my ego. I am more than rejection. I am more than fear. I am powerful. Okay? That is what you need to do. Face that dang fear. Okay? So let's see what's going on underneath, maybe why you're suffering from this fear of success, why you're suffering from this fear of failure, more accurately. You're not necessarily afraid of being successful. You're not necessarily afraid of the good that can come to you, but you're worried that it's not going to, and that if it doesn't, then you're going to suffer. I just dropped a card. Oh, come here, card. Drop the Two of Swords, right? So you're trying to choose between whatever task you're working on and whatever goals you're trying to accomplish, and it's tough. It's a balancing act for you. You're either gonna fall one way or the other, and you're not sure which way you're going. Okay, so let's see. I'm still gonna choose. What is your challenge on the emotional, mental, and spiritual level for January 9th, 2019? What is your challenge on the mental, emotional, and spiritual level for January 9th, Wednesday, 2019? Interesting. The Tower. That's exactly what I said, though. Like, this fear of everything falling apart, this fear of everything just falling down and, like, just sucking. Like, this fear of you're not going to make it, you're not going to be able to do anything. You're just so worried that whatever situation you're dealing with today is going to fall apart. You don't think, you don't think there's a chance for success here. That's really sad. You don't. You're just like, you've gotten this far. Okay, you've gotten this far, and whatever you're working on, I do feel like this might be some sort of project that you've been working on, something you've been doing for a little bit of time, not just today, but today you're starting to doubt it. Today you're starting to question its viability for the future. You're starting to question whether it's going to continue, whether it's going to bring you success in any way. And that's not it's not a good fear for you. That's not, you know, something that's going to help you continue on this path, to continue to success. Um, Give me a second. Yeah. So I just kind of checked the book for a little bit because, like I said, I'm still learning and I don't want to entirely dismiss what the books have to say about these cards. And, you know, usually before these readings or during the day, I'll just kind of flip through the books and read about the cards just so I can refresh my memory and stuff about them. But yeah, what it says in the book, you know, is your stability is starting to crumble. Something stable that you've built up is starting to crumble, and it is time for you to prepare for change. And I think that's your fear. You're afraid of what continuing this project, what finishing this project could mean for your life. And even though it could mean great success, in your brain it just means it's going to leave you in shambles. You know, if you finish this project, if you complete this task and it turns out to not be great, it turns out to suck for you, you're worried that's gonna completely ruin your life. But you know, with that, with those overcoming cards that you have to face that. You know, let's see what you can do though to overcome this fear that's just so deep. Like this, you're just really worried that everything is going to fall apart. You're really worried that like everything you've put together, everything you've tried is just going to crap, and like you're not going to be successful. That's your fear, that there is no chance for success for you despite all of the energy and time and brain power and love and effort you put into this. There is just such a strong doubt that, you know, it's not going to work, and that you're not ready for this change that's coming for you. You're not ready. You don't feel ready, I should say, because I don't know if you are ready, but you don't feel ready for this change that is coming into your life, and it is coming, and you're afraid of it. You have to face it, though. So what can you do to deal with this change? How can you face this change? How can you overcome this fear of change, this fear of failure, this doubt in your own abilities and your own success? How can you overcome this challenge today? You have the Six of Wands. All right, so this is telling you, you know, remember all that you put into this. Remember all the work that you did, and people notice, okay? If people are complimenting you, people are saying nice things to you, for a lot of people, that results in us doubting ourselves even more. Like, these people are just being nice. They're just saying this because they don't want to hurt my feelings. And it just makes you question that. But listen to them. You know, if people are complimenting you and saying nice things about your project, about your art, about whatever your abilities are, try to make yourself listen to that. Try to say, you know what? I'm going to accept these compliments today. I'm not going to sit in my head and say, oh, they said nice things, but what if they're just trying not to make me cry because I cried last time someone said something mean to me, and so now everybody's just being nice to me for no good reason. You know, don't do that to yourself. Accept the compliments, accept the accolades, you know, the respect for what you've done, and really, really think logically about the situation you found yourself in, because this doubt, this fear, it's emotional. This worry of failure, it's not logical. It's really just a response to the changes that you're already experiencing, the things that are already happening in your life. These compliments, that you're getting, this kindness that's coming to you, your response, your instinct, for whatever reason, it could be your upbringing, it could be, you know, societal, whatever reasons it is, your instinct is to reject that, and to reject the awards and the accolades and the kindness people are showing you, the things people are saying that are in support of your dreams and in support of your goals. You're kind of rejecting that. And I think especially with the collaborative dreaming card, this is a message to listen to other people. This is a message to, and it, you know, with the world card, same thing. take in the positives of your environment. People are noticing that you're making these steps. People are noticing that you're making these changes, that you're improving your life, that you're going after these things. They're noticing that you're trying, and it's time for you to notice that. It's time for you to say, okay, I am a success. All right. I am smart. I have put in all of this work to get to this point. I've gotten my project so far to this point, and it's me. I'm smart enough. I am able to do it. I'm capable of doing it. Again, with collaborative dreaming, reach out to people, talk to people who share your dreams, talk to people who support your dreams, and really think mindfully about where you're going and what you're trying to do. Be a little bit more direct. Be specific in what you want to bring into your life. Okay, specificity can change your outlook. Instead of saying, I am successful, you can say, I make so much money, a certain amount of money every year doing this very specific thing that I love to do. Okay, just be specific in your goals. My goal, I make a 6-figure income writing full time. That's one of my goals for the next 5 years. I am hoping to achieve that goal. I make a 6-figure income writing full time, writing fiction, writing short stories, writing poetry, writing articles, blog articles. If you are not new to the channel, if you are new to the channel, I do a blog on pagan matters. So if you're a pagan with Wiccan leanings and learnings, my blog might help you. But you know, whatever it is, be very specific in your goals and in the things you're trying to bring into your life and the things you're trying to achieve, because that is going to bring you this comfort. That's going to help you get over this doubt that you're experiencing. That's going to help you get over this freezing in fear sensation that you're facing right now. Okay. There's fight, flight, or stand and die. Okay. And you're in this position where you are either ready to fly, to run away, or to just stand there and let the world eat you. Don't do that. You know, it is time for you to fight for what you believe in. Stand up for your goals and be very direct in those goals, and listen. Just listen to how people compliment you. Listen to the support that is coming to you from the universe. Whatever messages you need to hear today, they're going to come to you. You have to listen. People are like, respect the work that you've done. Respect the steps that you've taken. Acknowledge them. You may not be exactly where you wanted to be this time last year. Okay? Last year you might be like, next year I'm going to be doing this and this and this. And maybe you only got one of those things done. Maybe you got none of those things done. But you did something. If you made any steps to improve your life and to get closer to your goals, then you need to acknowledge that, and you need to appreciate that and know that you can still keep moving forward, okay? So let's see what your energy is for the end of this day. How are you going to close this Wednesday, January 9th, 2019? What is your energy for the end of this Wednesday, January 9th, 2019? How are you going to close out this day? And of course, as always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support. And if these readings are helpful to you, please let me know. So what is your energy to close this day? Ten of Pentacles, so there is great abundance for you. Maybe it's recognition of that abundance. Maybe it's recognition of the potential for great wealth, for great success here. And then you have the Six of Cups, right? So this is so positive, you guys. Look at this. The only thing keeping you from making your dreams come true is you. It's this fear of failure, this, like with the King of Swords, you don't want to continue on this project because you have that tower working underneath you. You have that fear of failure, that fear of everything's going to fall apart, that thought that, you know, everything I'm trying right now is going to suck. And when it sucks, that's going to hurt. But you know what? You can deal with that. Remember when you were a kid and you would play, and during your play you'd fall down or something. A lot of kids I know, when they fall down, they laugh and they get back up. That's what you have to do here. You got to get back up. You got to laugh. You got to remember why you started this project in the first place, what you're going after, what are your goals here, what are your desires, what is your desired outcome here, and what has been working for you and what hasn't, okay? It's time to try to get a little bit clever here. Really think about what you can change if things haven't been working for you, if things haven't been going exactly the way you wanted to, or not exactly, if things haven't been going the way you wanted to, in a way that's been detrimental to you, then figure out, think about what hasn't been working, and think about, what in your past has worked, what has brought you success, what has brought you comfort, what has brought you joy, and made you feel like you're on the right path. All right. Why did you pursue this path in the first place? Why did you start this goal? Why did you go after this goal? What does it mean to you? What does it matter to you? Okay. And when you are able to tap into that emotion, you'll be able to realize that, abundance is right there for you, that everything that you need to do is available to you. You're going to have some renewed vigor, okay? And if you need to, ask a friend for help. Ask someone who is there for you. Ask someone who has been supportive of you. Let them know, I need a little bit more support. I'm feeling a little bit down about this. I need someone to talk to. And, I don't know. I don't love responses when you say, I'm looking for some help. I don't like when people give you platitudes, when people are just like, oh, you can do it. I believe in you. You got this. And I totally understand what they're trying to do. But a friend who is there to help you is going to listen to your problems. They're going to talk to you. They're going to try to help you even overcome these problems. So look for people who can be there for you in that way, who can give you more than just pretty words, who can give you, that real feeling of solid support, of saying, you know what? I am here for you if you need me. Maybe you can try this thing. Maybe I can help you with this, whatever. Just someone who is genuinely supportive of you, and on a real level, who'll talk to you about your problems, who'll talk to you about these situations. Don't think you have to do this alone, but do know that whatever you're doing, your reasons for it are solid. What started you on this path is what's going to keep you going. Okay, keep remembering, keep that in your head. What started you on this path, why it matters to you, why you're going after it, and what you're hoping is the outcome. And you're going to find that there is great success for you. There's great abundance available to you. You have a lot of resources, and you're going to really realize that the more you give, the more you share, the more you offer to the world, the more the world's going to recognize that and give back, okay? And that's not even just metaphysical, that's basic economics. That's just human giving. You give to your neighbor, all right, and then you're in need, and another neighbor could help you out because they saw what you did for the first neighbor, pay it forward. Every time something good happens for you, share that and acknowledge that and be joyful about that, and really keep that in your heart instead of worrying about the failures that haven't even happened yet, okay? And once you do that, you will be able to let go of that fear of whatever it is that's keeping you from moving forward, whatever it is that's keeping you from completing this task and completing this project, okay? You can do that. You have everything you need. You just really have to face this fear of failure. I think that's your biggest issue that I'm getting here, is you're not able to complete a project or complete your plans and your goals and continue on this path because you're so afraid that it's going to fall apart. And that fear is what's keeping it from actually happening, from actually working for you. But you know what? Even if it falls apart, you can always just start over and rebuild. So face that fear and let yourself let yourself expand, let yourself keep growing and going and continue on this path, because you're on this path for a reason. That Six of Cups tells me that whatever it is that started you on this goal, it is worth it to you. So don't let fear keep you from achieving it, okay? Thank you so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful Wednesday. Remember always that I love you. Bye.